Hey guys, this reading is going to be for the sign of Capricorn for April 2023. Keep in mind that these are just general readings and they will not resonate with all of you. Only keep the messages that resonate and discard the rest. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Take a look at all of your signs to get a clearer picture of what's going on in your life, guys. Alright, let's see what Spirit wants to talk about with my dear Capricorns. Hope y'all are doing good out there with all these planetary shifts. Man, for reals. It's tough, guys. It's tough. It seems like the universe is giving me a small break, but things just still feel off, right, guys? I mean, with the Mercury retrograde and all the planets. Oof. Alright. Hope y'all are doing good, though. Stay strong, guys. A lot of purging, a lot of releasing old stuff. Alright. Alright, my dear Capricorns. Okay, so there's something that you had to walk away from. It's pushing you to... It's about some kind of a loss that you had. And it's pushing you into hermit mode, but you're kind of not wanting to. It's like it's doing the opposite. You're like keeping yourself busy because of what kind of loss you experienced. Yeah, it was supposed to be whatever happened, this loss. With the headstone here, I'm thinking, you know, some kind of passing of a loved one. Could have been, for some of you, a pet, family member, or just a really close friend. And that was like meant to make you go into hermit mode. But right now you're not in hermit mode. You're in a overworking mode because that's how you're dealing with the grief, I heard. Yeah, this was supposed to like help you grow into the person that you're supposed to be, but you feel, I don't know, because of this loss, you feel some kind of betrayal. You felt like this was supposed to be your victory, and you are eventually going to be victorious over the betrayal, but right now it seems like this loss that you had is making you, I don't know, overwork. And it's funny, right? Because the success that you're having and the success that you're perpetrating right now, because of being on overdrive and overworking, it's making you successful. So that's why the victory here, right? So you're being very victorious over all kinds of things in your life. Even people that I heard have wronged you in the past, with the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Swords here. It's saying that you're going to be victorious over like all these bad habits that you used to have, or some kind of a pattern that you used to have with a person. But this is because you're overworking yourself because of what you're trying to avoid over here. Let me see what else we have. And I'm hearing that you're having a lot of accolades, like at work, but in your personal life, there's something different going on. You're like in pain, but you're pretending. It's like you have some kind of a mask on. And right now, your main focus is to never have to deal with that kind of energy again. The 7 of Swords energy, right? Because that energy is about lying, cheating, scheming, lying, cheating, stealing, right? Whoever this person was that broke your heart, they caused you to go into overdrive at work. So right now I don't know why they want me to mention that, because they're saying that this laws cause you to get like promotions at work and stuff. Your personal life is still like on ice and it's on hold, but in your like career or your financial life, you're being very like, you know, the Six of Wands is all about victory. I'm just showing that you're getting like a lot of flowers thrown on you, like if you're an artist or something, like a singer or some kind of thing like that. That's because that's what I'm seeing, guys. I'm seeing someone that just finished like performing and a bunch of like flowers getting thrown at their feet. So I'm showing that in your outside world or your career or everything else, you're good, but in your personal life, you're still fuming over what happened, right? With the death of a relationship. That this could also be the death of a relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be a physical death, but you haven't gone inside to deal with the betrayal. Yeah, you're successful, you're happy in all the departments, but I'm hearing that your relationship sector is like frozen. It's like on hold. It's like you have your heart in an ice box and just protecting it at all costs. And even though all your accolades and everything that's happening around you is bringing you a lot of happiness and you feel like your heart is full, you still have to deal with this past loss. It's something that you were meant to deal with at the time of the loss. And even though you chose a different path, right? You chose the path to focus on your career, focusing on being successful, and that's what happened. But this stuff back here is still haunting you, and it's time to let it go. It's time to walk away from whatever happened to you in the past. Yeah, you contemplate on it still. And it's something that, yeah, it messed with your life. It messed with your belief. It's like you don't have belief in a happy life, a happy wife. It's like whatever happened back here. Yes, you're successful at work. Like I said, I'm hearing the messages again in my head about how you're very successful in the material realm. Something to do with your career. So you feel like you have it all, right? But this stuff back here that happened needs to be dealt with, because you say that you're over it, but when you get like depressed or down, or you feel like you need to withdraw to the world, this comes up to the surface. So this is something that is keeping you from moving forward. Even though you're very happy and successful, your personal relationships are on hold, because you've lost whatever happened back here, made you lose your just beliefs in love, and that this was available to you, and this was available to you because with the star here, and you know, this is all about hope. It's like whatever happened to you back here, this loss, this, like I said, for some of you it could have been a physical death, could have lost a pet, a loved one, a friend. This loss puts you on an overdrive for your career, right? But whatever happened, because it could also be the death of a relationship, it just made you glow up, right? You took it a different path and you decided to glow up. But this stuff back here is still in the background. And that is, it's like your life. I'm hearing that thing about the ice. I'm hearing about the frozen again, about how your personal life is on hold. You're frozen. You've like lost your faith that this is available to you. Right? It's the Ten of Pentacles and the Star. Right? Your faith has been shaken in that. You don't believe that that's available to you anymore. And that is what you need to go inside about, my dear Capricorn. And, you know, I'm not... I'm hearing in my head that if you don't do it, the universe is going to make you do it. So, because it's time. This loss was supposed to help you, catapult you. You weren't just supposed to have success in your career. You were supposed to have success in everything with this lesson that you learned back here, right? But it's like you split off into two paths. You decided, rather than to take the path where this would have been upright and this would have started manifesting, you decided to take the path of suppression. You like suppressed all these feelings that you had about this loss and decided to just focus on glowing up rather than actually dealing what happened to you in the past. So right now, what the universe is trying to tell you is that I'm hearing it again, guys. It's not funny, but it kind of is, because they're like, you better, you need to, it's time. They're just saying it's time for you to deal whatever with this loss was. Whatever it is that you've been, I hear, running from by overworking yourself, throwing yourself into projects, you make your schedule so busy so you won't have to deal with whatever that was back there, that you don't even allow yourself time to heal. All that is important to you right now, it's like you're laser focused on being the best, getting everything, money, glowing up, making everybody that did you wrong sorry, making them like not jealous of your success, but envious of your success. And it's like you want that for yourself. You want that for yourself. And I'm telling you, that's the path that you chose. But the universe is telling me, I'm hearing in my head that that's far enough. You need to go inside, because this is a path that you need to take. And it's funny that the path is right here, right? This is a path you need to take. You need to get your faith back in this path, because that is your path. And just because that happened back here, this great loss, doesn't mean that this isn't available to you, right? Because it is, right? And it's time for you to like go inside and heal whatever that was. All right. So let's see what else we get, my dear Capricorn. But yeah, they're talking about how you don't believe in love anymore. You don't believe in relationships. When it comes to your personal life, that's just something that you don't want to deal with anymore. You feel like if you deal with that part of your life, your success will just disappear or crumble. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, and they're hitting it home that it's about balance. You can't focus on one part of your life more than the other. You have to what do I say? Like, not that it's like you're spreading yourself thin in some areas, and in some areas you're overgiving, and that's a balance that you need to work on it. And that makes sense, right? Because they want you to focus on the stuff back here. They need you to balance. You can, but if you choose to keep, okay, I'm getting this message in my head. Let me go ahead and get it out, right? If you choose to keep going on the path that you're going, the universe is going to have no choice but to do something to wake you up, to put you back on your path, because you are on a path that you chose, but you're supposed to be on this other path over here. And that's why they say that it's time, because I hear that they're going to kick you off of the path that you're on so they could bring you back to the path that you're supposed to be on. That's interesting. So they want you to, they're telling you we could do this the good way or the hard way. I don't even know, guys. Okay, I'm just going to say what I'm hearing in my head, but the universe is just saying that it's time, okay? You could either do it on your own free will and balance your energies out and deal with whatever this was, or they're going to make you deal with it. And I don't know what that means, guys. With the Eight of Swords here is like they're going to make you deal with it. And they're just saying that it's better that you deal with it on your own rather than them making you deal with it. Because I'm hearing about the contract you had before you came to Earth, where there were certain lessons that you needed to learn to move on to certain steps, right? But with the free will thing, they can't make you do anything. They can only tell you, hey, you need to do this and this and this and that to get back on the path. But if you don't want to and you want to go on another path, well, they can't do anything. But their job the universe, your spirit guide, your teams, whoever's out there assisting us on this journey that we call life, their job is to keep you on your path, right? That's part of the contract. So that's why they're not threatening, but it sounds funny in my head. It feels like they're threatening, like, you better get back on your path or else we're going to have to do something we don't want to do to get you back on your path. I mean, this is seriously the stuff that I'm hearing in my head, guys. So it's kind of funny, but at the same time, I get it, right? Because their contract with you is to keep you on a certain path, but you still have this free will thing. So they're going to keep, pushing you to heal whatever this is. Right now, they're still giving you a choice. They're not even, no, that sounded weird, because it's not that they're giving you a choice, but you still, it's time, right? So they're trying to tell you the message right now without them having to come down and, do something to awaken you in a forceful way. It's better that you balance out these energies, because you know that you're on a good path, of course, but you belong on this path where you used to believe that you had a happily ever after with that special person. And you're not meant to be alone in this lifetime, Capricorn. You're meant to be happy with your family. The 10 of Coins is all about your major happiness, about finding your person and growing old with. And this is generations, right? Because back here is like the new life that, your grandkids, right? And that's you growing old with your pets and your animals and your family, right? They want you to go back on that path. Yes, you have all this money, all this new success they're talking about in my head, but you need to deal with whatever this family thing is. Okay? I hear that there might have been a loss between you and your family, maybe a loss of connection with your family. I'm not sure what went down, but the universe is going to make you deal with this again soon. And with the Mercury retrograde, that makes a lot of sense. They want you to self-impose some thinking. Y'all need to do some thinking. I don't know why it came out like that, guys, but you need to do some thinking. That's funny. All right, so let's see what else we get. Yeah, honey, it's time, my dear Capricorns. You got to deal with whatever this loss was back here, okay? Because I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, and you need to be brave and have so much strength, because this is, I was looking this up, these symbols. This is the Japanese, I believed it said kanji. So this is the kanji symbol for strength. And this is beautiful, right, guys? And this, to me, goes with this, because it's all about serenity and calm and having the strength to go within and deal with this stuff that you've been carrying around. You need to get back on your right path, because this is important for your soul growth. And they're just going to keep pushing you onto the right path until your free will deems it otherwise. Wait, what? That sounded weird. Until you choose the correct path, because that's the contract, guys. That's interesting. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get one more card and close out the reading, guys. Right. So that's what the reading's been talking about. How you have been blocking your healing and your growth. And with the Chariot there, they're saying right now in my head that it's okay for you to take your time. You can still, ignore this a little longer. But when they choose to, when the time is here, because it's almost here, I heard, and I don't know how time works in, for us, it's very linear. So when they say that this change is going to come soon and it's going to come quickly, ready, set, I heard, here I come. Okay. So if you don't do this back here, guys, find the strength to go in and change this narrative that you're telling yourself about not being able to have a happy home, happy life. Just the 10 of Pentacles is all about your legacy. It's all about your family. It's all about whatever brings you the most happiness. So 10 of cups could be different. I mean, sorry, not 10 of cups. 10 of coins could be different for all of us, but this also has to do with material things, right? Which could be money. So yes, right now you're being very successful, but you have a path where it's more evened out, right? With the temperance there. But I'm also hearing in my head a balance, a path that's more balanced. And I'm also getting, get ready, here I come. And I think that that's the universe, telling you that it would be, I'm hearing it again, guys. It would be better if you did this healing and dealing with this past situation of loss. I'm hearing for some of you it could have been a relationship, but I'm hearing for others of you it's a family thing. Okay, so some of you could have had a fallout with your family, and this is something that you need to fix. You can't just leave it this way, and that's very important for you to be successful on the path that they're about to, I hear that you belong on, okay, that they're trying to push you on. So all right, so I'm hearing, get ready, here I come. They're giving you time. As soon as you decide, they're gonna give you like the option to take your time, right? But if you don't decide on the correct path, this is gonna happen. They're gonna push you forward, and you're not gonna have no choice but to go along for the ride. Okay? All right. They want you to have control. This is what they want for you right now, with you at the reins, right? But, and with you having to deal with this loss back here, and with this pet here, it's screaming out loud that for some of you, it could have been a pet. It could have been the loss of a pet. Over here, I'm seeing a cat. And wait, what is this? Let me see. Yeah, it's a cat for some of you. But, it's going to be different for everybody. It could have been a loss of a very dear pet. Also, but I'm hearing again, family member ties, some kind of a loss that I don't know why this has to do with family. Maybe you felt like this was your whole family, and when you lost your family, you thought that you couldn't go on, or that life wasn't worth living anymore, or you wouldn't connect with another being that way. I heard being. So it might be time to, find a different family, right? And it might be time to get, for some of you, I'm hearing a different pet. But if you're not ready, of course not, right? Everybody's story is going to be different, okay? All right, guys. So I believe that it would be easier if you start working on yourself. Don't make the universe don't make the universe do it for you, because that is like hard knocks, guys. That's when it's the most painful. It's better if you start healing this on your own. But if you're not ready, you're not ready. But the universe is going to push you, okay, when the time is here, because I'm hearing it again. The time is here. On your marks, get ready, go, right? I'm almost here. So Capricorn, take care of yourself. Try healing this painful memory of loss, of something that didn't work out. I'm hearing in the family for some of you, it's different. It's very different loss. It's just, but it has to do about a loss of not being able to believe that you can have happiness, or that you can have your 10 of coins. And the 10 of coin looks different for everyone. If you're happy, if your 10 of coins is sitting around with your fur baby and just go doing your thing, if that is what you consider your ultimate happiness, then that is your 10 of pentacles. The 10 of pentacles is different for everyone. It's like, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? What is your 10 of pentacles? Because the pentacles is all about material, like the material world, not money wise. I meant like something that you can hold, something, because it's the coins, right? It's all about the reality, like the 3D, I would say. It would be like something that you can actually touch and hold, right? So this has to do with our reality, right? With whatever you could touch and hold in your hands, it's a reality. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, guys, but yeah, it's whatever you want to manifest in your reality. That the 10 of coins is like the most beautiful, wonderful life that you could imagine yourself, and that's the path that they're trying to push you on, right? Okay. All right, my dear Capricorns, those are all the messages I have for you guys. I'm sorry this took so long. I hope that helped some of you, or not some of you, but all of you, if possible. I feel so honored and so blessed to be able to connect with so many of you. I know that I always say that these are like for certain months, but all my readings are timeless. So whenever you reach this reading is when it's for you, and you're all on different paths on your journey. So all right. Well, thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate you all so much. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.